What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Swagcast. Today I have an incredible guest, a master streamer on all platforms, and the face of WWE 2K24, Royszn. What's going on, baby? How you doing?
Yo, appreciate you, Swaggy, appreciate you.
How you doing, bro? So I have a couple questions for you. First, I wanna get into how you got started with making content. I remember when I first ran into you, it was on Instagram. First time I got my taste of Roy, it was an Instagram reel, UFC 4. You were beating the dog shit out of somebody. But kind of explain how you started content and kind of like how you took it from there.
Oh, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. Like, content was like first base for me. It was also like it was like sports. So like doing content was like a way of just like escaping playing video games and stuff like that. Because you're a kid. You play video games. You do it for fun. You do it for enjoyment. So like I use content as like an advantage to just me being a kid. So I
Mhm.
just played games, and when I started recording it, I started uploading it and posting it. I always wanted to get into it, but I never really had a foundation. I never really had the right idea and the right mindset. So when I finally did it and finally had like a formula, I just like kept it going from there.
Yeah, no, and you started with UFC. You said you were a big sports gamer guy, which even now you had switched to pro wrestling games. So you always have been maintaining these big sports games. Did you do sports back in high school as well, or were you always just a gamer?
Yeah, we was always, I'm not gonna lie, we was always playing sports, we was always playing games. It was always a bounce between basketball, football. I didn't taste this every sport. I'm not even gonna say the best at every sport, but I played every sport, and I feel like if I put my mind to being good at that sport, I will become good at that sport. Like if I train and stuff like that. But either way, I had an idea of every sport. I tasted it and I played it, and it was always fun for me.
This- So starting with an MMA game. Now this is where we get into the fun stuff. You said you had a taste of every sport. So now I'm imagining you and your friends beating each other up in the backyard. It's kind of what me and the boys did. We thought we were goated middle school wrestlers, so we were adding punches to the mix, and we thought we were Savage Randy Couture's back there in the yard. How take what you and your friends did and kind of how did that get you here?
Um, See now, what me and my friends did back in the days, we always like we used to wrestle, and if it was not wrestling, we played physical. So like we played football on ice. We done wrestled in the house. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but we done wrestled in like apartments. Um, like we did like extreme stuff, like just growing up, just trying it. Like they would say, don't try it at home, but that was the first thing on our mind when we all like grouped up together.
Yeah, me and my cousin used to have aluminum pans that were strictly for when we would wrestle each other. Uh, because we did have metal chairs at one point, but we got banned from using those from both of our parents because he gave me a concussion. And I was only 8. So, they were like, this is bad, y'all shouldn't be doing this. So we switched to aluminum pans. White people, don't get me down that fucking road. But so So you turn the camera on. What was UFC 4 the first game you started with?
Yeah, so like, all right, it went like this. It went like I wanted to try streaming. It was like I believe it was like March. Has to be like a March, like around March like 21st, if I'm not mistaken. That's when I like first like actually wanted to start streaming. And then it was like I played 2K, and then from 2K I was like, I just stopped playing. I just stopped trying to stream at some point, and that's when I picked it up again, and I was doing UFC.
Mm-hmm.
And from UFC, it was just like, I mean, I was always good at it, but I never wanted to take it serious. And even right now, I don't take it serious. So like, I just became gradually, as I kept playing more and more people, I've gotten better. And I mean, I guess that's how people just like noticed, because
Mm-hmm.
I gotten better, and they like the people from the start noticed that I got better, so they stayed with me throughout the entire road. So that's basically how I gained my audience, and that's like, my supporters. And that's why like the OGs that even they come in my stream now, and it's like I will never forget the select few names, because
Mm-hmm.
they seen me when I was like dirt trash, and like they would always like violate me and stuff like that, make it seem like I'm trash or something like that. But now it's also like yo, it's good to see him actually good now. So
Yeah, I was actually talking to another streamer on Twitch, J Dime, earlier, and he was telling me that he used to play with you. He actually told me about a hysterical story. He told me he was cornering you against Blake Tyler, and you lost you were in the middle of the first round, and you were like, "I'll be right back," and you muted them, and you didn't make it out of the round. And you unmuted, and they were like, "Roy, what the fuck? Like, you just muted your corner, and you didn't even make it out of the round. Like, what the fuck, Roy?"
I'm not gonna lie, the story behind that one, I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt like I thought I figured him out. Like obviously Blake Tyler, like well, I guess he's well known in the UFC community. So it's
Yeah.
like for me, I was like, I wanted to see if I can shut him out. I know I lost a round, but I'm like, yo, I gotta try to lock in. Like I'm listening to my corner. My corner is like telling me to do this, they telling me to do that. It's not working. So I'm like, I gotta try to like go AWOL and do this shit myself. And I tried, and it didn't go the way I wanted to, but it was still fun.
Yeah, no, for sure. Blake Tyler is like that still to this day on UFC 5, and that game is dog. However, so I always counted you as one of like the hilarious streamers in the community. No matter how good you were at the game, you were always hilarious. Where some streamers or content creators in UFC, they kind of just have like the skill to back them up. They don't really have any humor to it. But like I could watch your clips, I could watch your streams, and I would die laughing. Everything's hilarious. Like you could be getting your ass kicked, and it's hilarious because just what you're saying, what you're doing. Have you always been funny?
Um, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I would say yeah,
Toot your own
because
horn.
just like yeah, I would say like I don't try to be funny. So I think that's what makes it more funny because I'm not trying to be funny. So
Hmm.
like if I'm trash talking you and stuff like that, some people may find it as like cringe or funny, and then it's the others that they just be like, "Yo, no, I actually like this guy's fucking annoying." But I don't care if I'm annoying because if I'm annoying to you, you're still watching and you're still watching for a reason. So I might be doing something right, and it's just from there on out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I'm funny sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. You actually are hilarious. Like I can't remember the exact clip, but just doing research on you for the interview, I was looking at your Instagram. Because I'll get into this in a second, which is hilarious. Speaking of Instagram, but Instagram, you post everything on Instagram, everything on TikTok, and you are that's why I called you the king of all platforms. You really utilize every single platform. But all of your clips are really hysterical and they all come from streaming. However, speaking of Instagram, about maybe like 9 months ago, maybe 10, right before your pop off, I think it was like 2 months before you faced Naz in that UFC video on his channel. I had DM'd you because I was like, I don't think he's like that. And I DM'd you to face in UFC 4. And I don't think you ever opened it. Never opened it. Never even saw it. So so that we still got to get that round in. However, I'm washed now, so I don't think I do what I thought I would do back then. However, so back to the content a little bit. Now, all of your clips and stuff that you post everywhere, they're all from stream. Are you mainly a streamer, or do you do any off-stream content?
See, I always wanted to do like off stream content, but I want mine to be like authentic as possible. So I
Mm-hmm.
want people to like see like my energy, see that it's not fake. Because if I can like shut off the camera and do it off stream, they know that all right, it could possibly be an act. He can possibly do this. He can possibly do that. For me, it's like I can turn on the camera and I can be the same way off cam, and they can respect me both ways, and they can see that based off like my clips or if you step in my stream and stuff like that. And that's how I see it. So I would say I'm a streamer. Never mind. I would say I'm a streamer and off like content creator, offline content creator.
For sure. So, and recently I was in your one of your TikTok streams recently. I think it was just the TikTok stream and you were just chilling talking to chat. And it was one of those chill nights and you were just kind of like trying to gather plans. You were like, I want to do IRL content. Now, when you say IRL content, is that IRL content, are you kind of aiming to do more like kind of Aiden Ross and like what they do with like that they're going around and they're streaming all their IRL content, or are you gonna be making videos?
I'm gonna be making videos. So like on YouTube, I'm just gonna like I'm gonna just say this. I would like show my personality more. Like that's
Hmm.
like behind the desktop, the gaming and stuff like that. So whether that's like playing sports or like meeting up with a MMA fighter or something like that, like it's just certain things like that. That's like I want to put in there so like people can actually see me outside of streaming.
Okay, so kind of like not necessarily a vlog, but kind of in like that style, just so like
Yeah,
they can kind of know you more.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so and congratulations by the way, you just hit Twitch partner recently.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, so I know firsthand Twitch is a tough platform to hit off on.
Hundred
Now,
percent.
I know you were always on Twitch. Was that the first platform you started with, and then you started multi-streaming from there?
Yeah. So I always started from on Twitch. I always wanted to like try to grow from there, but I didn't know what the exact like way how to grow from there. So that's why I started posting on IG. That's why I started posting on like YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. And people started it started attracting attention, and those people came from IG and YouTube to my Twitch. And then once I started getting more consistent with TikTok, that's when I started multi streaming on both platforms.
Now, do you also stream on YouTube, or are you
Nah,
not just Twitch and TikTok at the moment?
yeah.
Oh, because you're a partner now, so you can't also stream on.
I think we can stream on YouTube as well, but even then, so like I don't even know. I don't even know why I don't do it.
Hmm. I see. I for some reason I always thought you were live on everything, but I that's just because I see you everywhere.
Yeah,
I open something, I'm gonna see, especially if it's TikTok, like exactly in this order. It's gonna be a Wolfpack video, it's gonna be a King Diaz video, it's gonna be a Roy season video, and then it's gonna be an I Game You Watch video every single fucking time. In that order. No matter what. So, all right, so that's cool. So now let's get back to the gaming side a little bit. You were a UFC guy, but you haven't touched UFC in a minute in like a grip on stream. You're the face of WWE 2K24. You're like anytime they post a clip, it's you.
I, now I mean it feels good to be like I wouldn't even say I'm the face because I mean I got it from I can only honor Prince Danger because he was like the set in stone for all of that. So I was like watching him growing up. So like actually get posted by like WWE games in general is just like that's an honor to me. And then on top of that, just like playing the game and they know that I'm the one playing it. It's just I don't know. It's like a loss of words sometimes because it's still
So
like beautiful.
I know it must be crazy. Like that's what everybody kind of tells me when like except I've interviewed a lot of the UFC guys, and anytime EA has like gotten in touch with them, they all kind of say the same thing. But so let's get away from the game a little bit and let's just talk about wrestling. Have you always been a wrestling fan?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you remember? Maybe not the first match, but who was your guy when you were younger? Like I would say my guy was John Cena. Like
100%. That was mine too. Growing up.
really?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
Oh, okay. So we're close in age. I'm 27, so I'm only 3 years older than you. So John Cena when he debuted, I remember that when Kurt Angle rocked him,
Yeah.
and from there I was a John Cena guy. Then the Thug Life stuff started. He came out with the album. Have so going from being a wrestling fan, I'd say all your life, or did you ever take a break? I know I took a mean break. A lot of people say they take a little bit of the break, especially when Roman was getting dog food tossed on him. Nobody was around for that. But so did you take a little break, or have you been there for everything?
I could say I took a break because if we're saying like watching it in general, I took a break from that. Like I can say I took a break right when I guess when when John Cena actually like left. When he left, it was like felt like that was like LeBron leaving the Cavs. He left, I didn't want to watch no more. And it was just like it wasn't that like WWE was just not interesting. I just feel like my childhood and everything is like going away and I don't want to be here like when it washes away. So I just left and I came back. But I always used to watch like clips and highlights and stuff like
Hmm.
that. So I stay up to date. But I never sat there and watched it like how I did as a kid.
So when did you get back into it? What brought you back into it?
I can say the competitive edge with AEW. So like when they had AEW came out, that competitive side brought WWE to actually grow bigger, and it was like, oh, now I want to see what they want to do, what they're gonna do, and like when they have like NXT, those NXT matches be good. Um, then John Cena coming back at SummerSlam, like it's like stuff like that is like it's what really like brought me back, and it was like, all right, I actually want to lock in again.
Do you watch AEW at all?
No,
Not at all. Not even for like Dean Ambrose, now John Moxley, or like Bryan
see,
Danielson, like
I see. I like John Moxley and I like Brian Danielson, and I also like Will Ospreay, but I just can't watch the entire show. I can only watch the match. I can't watch the entire show.
no, I feel that completely. Like I just started doing wrestling recaps, and I'm doing AEW with them, and I refuse to watch the Friday AEW because it's garbage. But like even last night, I put Collision on. Like I was 30 minutes late to the show. I turned it on to 89-year-old Dustin Rhodes screaming about a 21-year-old that Tony's gonna have him beat, and then I fell asleep 10 minutes later. Like it's really not. And I feel like that's why WWE has always been the top, because WWE is more sports entertainment, but because of the competition, they are starting getting more to the athletic side of things. Um, so now let's go back to 2K a little bit. Now, when you do art, I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. When you are playing 2K, I was in your 24-hour stream the other day, and I'm not sure, and we will talk about that. And I'm not sure if this was just for the stream or if this is what you do all the time, but I know online's cooked right now. Kind of cooked. Like, I was talking to Wolf about it yesterday, and he was like, bro, that's why my streams are so short. He was like, I'll go into 2 games, I'll lag out of both, I'll be like, fuck this, I'm done. So, now, do you ever have moments where you're just like, fuck it, chat, pick matches, be the matchmakers? Like, I know that's what you were doing the other day, but has that kind of become the thing?
Yeah. So like, I don't want to. I would say this. I don't want to spoil my chat too much because those are like kind of things that they love to do. So like they love to pick matches and we just like watch them because they love when I commentate too. So like they want to watch me commentate the match and stuff. But I can't keep giving that to them because it's gonna like it's gonna be overused. It's gonna dry up, and they not gonna. We're gonna see every single match. So it's just like you got to give it to them like certain times. So like that 24-hour stream, I wanted to give it to them right then and there so they can enjoy that, and we can just enjoy it together. And then next time when I give them another opportunity, they come up with more ideas.
Mm. Okay, so that is a fire idea then. So now that the oversaturation is things that streamers do all the time. Something works and then they just start doing it for the next 2 weeks and then it's cooked.
Yep.
So now let's talk about online a little bit. You're like the king of special guest referee matches. Yeah, I swear every single time your title's up, it's like special referee God or like something like that. Do you have like a set group you play with when you go online to try to ensure like the best of your ability that you guys aren't lagging out? Because I know when like I'm playing with people with decent ping, we won't lag out as much. We might get one here or there, but we will get some pretty good matches.
Yeah, so there's a select few that I know for sure we're not gonna lag out. I know for sure it's not gonna desync and stuff like that. But there's also I want to give the opportunity to everybody. So like before we even join the lobby, like we all know what's gonna lag us out. We all know the ins and outs. So like my even if I don't know, my chat lets me know that you can't do this or this is gonna desync. It doesn't matter what you do. Like there's certain things within the game that's just bugged that if you do that, it's going to desync. So it's not sometimes not even the server. It's just like it's just the game itself. So um, just playing special guest referees, they know what not to do, and if they do it, then it's just like not only do you lose your opportunity to get a rematch, but it's like, come on, don't do it. So
That's the first I'm hearing of this. Cause I've done like a lot of diving into this to try to fix like the online situation, and you keep saying your chat's helping you. My chat's clueless. Like goddamn chat. Like help me, man. Like no, I'm kidding. I love y'all. However, like I've been diving it. Like is it specific things like inside matches you would do? Like for example,
Yes.
this probably doesn't do it, but put somebody through a table and then desync.
Nah, so you could do that. All right, there's this bug that's in the game
Uh huh.
that if you're on the turnbuckle, say if you have an opponent in the corner, if you have him in the corner and you try to Irish whip him to the next corner, it's gonna desync. So
Oh,
like if
okay.
you're in the match for a long time, it's gonna desync. Like no matter what you do, like you just can't do it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's happened to me before. Like I've tried the Irish whip across and or it's happened like yeah, no, I've okay, so there are ways to get around it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't happen to you that much.
No, that's why when people say like, "Yo, like, how do you get servers? How do you get the servers to get working in like elimination chamber and stuff like that?" I'm not gonna lie, we just don't do the things that's gonna kick us out. So I mean, it's good. You just can't do the certain bugs that's within the game to kick us out. And my chat knows the bugs because I addressed them right away before we played the match. Don't do this, don't do that, and we'll have a good match, and that's it.
Okay, so your chat's smart and your chat actually listens to instructions.
Yeah.
Not everybody's chat's like that. Shout out Swaggy's chat. So So, all right, so let's do a full 360 and let's just talk about the 24-hour stream since we already brought it up. Uh what milestone led you to running a 24-hour stream? Cuz I know you
Uh,
said I know at one point it was like 18 hours in. 'Cause I was watching for like I edited a crazy video and you got me through it. I was watching for like 5.5 hours that day. I think I said one thing in chat, but I do that all the time though. I do think it's weird, but whatever, I'm weird. And so you had said at one point, like, I made a promise and a promise of a promise, I'm doing 24. So was it just like out of nowhere, 24-hour stream, or did you hit a certain milestone to like get there?
so we didn't even hit a certain milestone. It was more so like a community thing. They didn't even bet me. They just they were like calling me part timer, part timer, part timer. So it was just like, yo, I'm not a part timer. So it's like I stream Monday through Friday basically, but they would still call me a part timer because they just want me to just like work hard. So it's like a motivation type of thing. So with that, I just like I wanted to reward them and surprise them and like, yo, I'm gonna give y'all 24 hours, and which keeps them going, keeps them engaged. They know that I have a tendency to rage off the game, so they're just like placing their bets, like, yo, he's not staying on for another 4 hours, because once they see the 4 hour mark, they're like, oh, he's maxed out, he's capped, he's not going past that. So like once it starts getting like later and it's already like where it's like 15 hours in, 18 hours in, 20 hours in, and they start seeing the sun outside, that's when they're worried about me eating and stuff. And it was like a chat thing, so it was like more so motivation.
Yeah, nah, that's cool. So like, how did you do it? Cause like I keep saying when I hit 2K on Twitch, I keep saying I'm gonna do it. Like I'm like 40 something away. I was like I'm gonna do it. But then I keep thinking about it. How the fuck am I gonna do it? I streamed for 8 hours yesterday and it was pain. It was pain when I got off. Like my ass hurt. I was starving. Like how did you get through it?
Oh, all right. The secret for me for actually getting through the 24 hours, because that was the question of the day as well. First, I went to the store. I got two Red Bulls. I don't know if I'm supposed to drink two Red Bulls like that, but I drank two Red Bulls. I drank a Gatorade. I'm not sure what a Gatorade is supposed to do, but I drank that.
Electrolytes.
That's what I said too. But I did that. I had it next to me, and I tried to ration it out as if it's like a survival game. Because I mean, I played survival games growing up, so I rationed out my materials to the point where it's like at the other 4 hour mark, I'm gonna drink another Red Bull, and then this hour I'm gonna drink the Gatorade, and then I have cookies here, so it's like I have a lot of like energy. But as it kept getting later and later and later, I start to feel very tired, and couldn't show chat I was tired because they saw it in my eyes because they were red. But I needed to keep playing something to keep me going. So I told chat the moment you guys see me like dozing off, please recommend a scary game so I can wake up. But eventually I didn't even have to go to the scary game because I was just like fighting my sleep, getting up, yelling or something. So it was tough. You can't think about it. The main thing you can't think about it. If you think about it, you ain't gonna do it.
You just can't think about it. All right, I'll keep that in mind. You know, I'm taking notes as you talk. Did you play WWE the entire time, or like did you switch at all?
I played. It was crazy. Is I played WWE for 12 hours.
Oh God.
12 hours. So like that was 12 of the hours I played WWE. I was on that game. And I got off and played Elden Ring. I got off. I played Multiverses. I I was just running through games at that point, and they just wanted to see me play.
So Elden Ring's crazy. So you were on WWE for 12 hours, and then you were like, "Let's go on Elden Ring." That's a bold move. That's a bold move because I wouldn't do that like fresh in the morning when I woke up. Like, let's do Elden Ring. Like, I wouldn't do that like full of energy. So like, how long were you on Elden Ring after that?
I was on Elden Ring for about 6 hours.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I was on there for 6 hours, fighting the tree sentinel, and I was tired. I was drained. I didn't know everything what to do, and they were just counting my deaths as we go on. Just like I don't know, they were saying, "Yo, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. You're not gonna make it." And it was just, I mean, I just kept playing it.
Nah, that's crazy. Multiverse is a big W. That game is crazy fun. I've been no lifing the shit out of that. So towards the end of the 24-hour mark, I know at one point you did get back on WWE and you ordered McDonald's. What's your go-to meal from McDonald's?
I would say a McChicken with it depends. Like if it's a morning time, I would say McGriddle. But if it's like an afternoon, I would definitely go McChicken and probably a Sprite.
All right, all right. See, all my streamer friends are fucking vegetarian or vegan, and they're like swaggy and nasty like McDonald's, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Like McNuggets are the best thing on this planet. Like McDonald's got some of the best chicken out. I don't want to know how it's processed. All I want to know is like
Me too.
I'm
I want to
eating
know
it
that.
with ranch dressing and it tastes banging. It's fire. And McGriddle's the best thing on that menu. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, no matter what. McGriddles
Yeah,
are
I agree with that.
everybody and their mother tries to copy McGriddles now. Everybody got a frozen pancake sandwich in their lines now.
They can't beat that. They
Nah,
can't beat that. I'm
you're
not
not beating
gonna
a
lie.
McGriddle. So you get to the last couple hours of the 24-hour stream. It does like some kind of excitement start to erupt that like you're finally about to be through it.
Um, you know what's crazy? Like you would think you're excited to get off the game, but it like once you see like those final seconds as like actually winding down, it makes you want to stay on more. So it's like, yo, I kind of don't even want to turn the game off. We might as well just try for another like 24 hours. And it's just like, but I'm thinking of that in my head, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like I really have to get some sleep. So like when the time went down and I started noticing it, I was like, yo, I'm too tired for this. Like, as soon as this hits like 24, the game is coming off. I'm saying goodbye to my chat and I'm laying down. I didn't even go to sleep when I laid down. I just was on my phone.
That was gonna be my next question. like I feel like after ending a stream like that, you're full of so much like maybe you feel tired, but adrenaline's pumping because you just banged out a 24-hour stream. Like that's impressive. And so like, how long did it take you to fall asleep after?
I'm gonna be real. All right. This is the same thing I told my chat because they wanted to know as well. Once I got off stream, I turned everything off. I went in the room. I went to lay down. Once I went to lay down, I was on my phone just like checking like Twitter, Instagram and stuff like that. Um I guess like 5 minutes later, I waking up. It's already 11 a.m. the next day. So I didn't even realize when I fell asleep or how I fell asleep. But I do know I woke up. My phone was dead. Um, I put my phone on the charger. I realized the time, and it was just like, yo, like this is crazy. So I took like 2 days off. Had to regroup and gather my sleeping schedule back.
Uh, was it brutal to like rearrange that sleeping schedule?
Oh, it wasn't even brutal. It was the fact that you're just tired every day. Like every day, like you're just so tired. Like the next day, you're gonna be tired even after waking up. Like you would want to stay up the entire night after waking up. The 11 in the morning the next day, you would want to stay up the entire day.
Okay, so now you are a full-time streamer, you are a full-time creator. Can you walk me through a normal day? Not a day after the 24-hour stream. You know, like a
Normal
normal
day.
day.
Okay, so a normal day for me would be like an average. All right, you wake up. For me, is you wake up. I check my phone for like 10 minutes. Check my phone, see if I got anything important to do or any important emails. If I don't, I get up. I come right here to my setup, edit clips, make sure I got clips for IG, make sure I have clips for short YouTube shorts, make sure I have clips for TikTok, and I post them. Once I post them, like I post one every time a specific time, and then after that I go grab something to eat outside, probably play some games offline, like make sure like just to ease my mind and stuff like that, listen to music and just brainstorm, see if I have any ideas while I'm playing the game because that's where I feel like that's where I get my ideas the best, like when I'm playing the game. When I'm
Mhm.
actually playing something, I start to think more and more and more. So I do that, get ready to start streaming. I check my Discord, see what they're talking about in there, and you know, after that it's like I just boot up a stream.
Um, and a normal stream length for you is you said 4 hours,
Yeah, it would normally be like 4 hours.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Now, do you have any like fitness regimen at all, or
Wait,
like?
headphone side.
Oh shit! R.I.P. You
Okay.
good?
Yeah.
All right. So, Monday through Friday, 4 hour streams. I had something. I had something. What did I have? Oh, fitness regimen. Do you follow like any sort of? Do you work out at all? Do you maybe
Yeah. So
some?
like I do hit the gym. I
Okay.
stopped going to the gym actually. So I actually implemented like quick like every 30 it doesn't seem like it because it's like I'm doing it during stream, but like every time I'm off a stream, I have to like every hour that I've been on stream, I have to do like 30 push-ups. So like if it's 4 hours, then it's like 30 push-ups every 4 hours. It sounds crazy, but it's like I forgot to actually mention that I have a alarm clock for like 9:30 that
Mhm.
I can't go past that time limit to like sleep. So I wake up and I do push-ups at that time every single time. That will be 30 push-ups, but obviously the 24-hour I skip that. So yeah. I just kept that going and it's like it's always it keeps your blood flowing in the morning and it just, gets you going and you want to always stay active every time end stream.
Yeah, I at one point I was getting bullied by chat because they were like, "You're too skinny. You're too skinny. You're too skinny." So I added push-ups into my channel points, and they were too low, so they were getting spammed. So I was doing like 100 push-ups a stream. I don't recommend that. You're much bigger than me too, though, so you'll probably have like thousands of push-ups a stream. So I definitely don't fucking recommend that. And then I implemented this thing I call the Wheel of Death. And anytime I would lose in UFC, lose WWE Online, or even die in a shooter, I would have to spin the wheel. And it would have things like push ups on it, sit ups, squats, burpees, spins, 6 inches, planks. And I did that for a little bit until I started to feel morally depressed. And I was like, Chad, I can't do this anymore. I know we're getting the summer bod going, but like, I'm dying. I'm dying here. I want to play video games. All right. I want to be a slob. Let me be a slob. All right. I do jiu-jitsu off stream. I don't have to do push-ups here. You don't have to see me getting ripped.
Yeah, they be wanting to see everybody active. not even active. They want to see everybody like in shape.
Yeah.
So if you're not in shape, they're like, yo, like what's going on? Like you're just sitting there playing a game.
Yeah, it's a big thing for like especially streamers. I feel like a lot of the bigger streamers are all jacked, and like some of the big content creators, even in like the UFC space. Like look at Marshall. Marshall's a tank. Marshall wants me to go down and grapple him in North Carolina. Man's got Saquon Barkley ass legs. He's gonna fucking break me. One of his legs is me.
You could probably sneak the back. You know, get a little rear naked in there.
That's what I thought I was gonna do to Romero. I didn't. You know, I got fucked up instead. But so you do keep the fit. Do you have any kind of plans to like kind of do more fitness or like go back to the gym maybe, or kind of do you only have the time right now for the push-ups?
Yeah, I was planning on going back to the gym. I'm not gonna lie, like I want to be more dedicated to being in the gym.
Mhm.
So, like I did, because right now I'm only 155, so I want to be 170. So I have to dedicate myself and push to want to be 170. And the chat is like super motivating and want me to become 170. So they're like, yo, you have to bulk up, you have to eat this, you have to eat that, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know who eats 5 times a day. Like I can't do it.
That's
I
what I'm
can't eat
saying, bro.
5 times a day.
How much did you say you weigh?
155.
All right, yeah, that's exactly what I weigh. And you look more muscular than me too. Like I'm like built like an ice cream cone. And fucking and I'm active too. But like you said about 5 meals, I'm getting 3 max. And like most of the time I got 2 in me. Like that's it. Like that's all I'm getting. Like I'm a small guy. That's it. Exactly. Like you have to understand when you're this tiny, like if you drink a little bit of water, that's like eating a cheeseburger. That's like this is going in the same way.
I see everybody eating like 4 meals. I just look like I don't know how you do it. Like I can't eat 5 times. Like I get you meal prep and stuff like that, and you want me to break it down, but I'm just not that hungry to eat 5 times a day. Like just get that shit away from me, bro.
No, facts, bro, facts. So I feel like I have to generally ask every single sports creator this. Do you ever, and you're getting into fitness too more and more, trying to hit 170. Do you ever see yourself getting into like influencer boxing?
Oh, I'm gonna just say this. I would say yes. I would say yes.
You've been low key training.
Yeah,
You've been low key getting in the lab with the boxing. I see you. You trying to catch some licks. Trying to catch some licks. You're gonna be like, nah, I have never trained. I've never trained. And then
I'm just saying,
you're gonna come in and beat up a kid.
I'm looking around. You gotta stat pad your way up a little bit first, and then fight the big dogs. So I've been looking. I've been staying down. It may seem like I'm not, but it's always good. It's always good when you're doing it behind the scenes and nobody notices, and then when you come out, they actually see it. They're like, oh, he's been doing this this entire time. But yeah, influencer boxing always been like I've been looking at it. It's great. I would never deny it if the opportunity presents itself. Let's say that.
Yeah, I've been offered a couple smaller creator fights, but my chat's begged me not to box. They're like, listen, we've seen you on the mats. Like, we love you. Don't box. And I'm like, all right, I won't. So I say no to everything because I'm like, my chat loves me. You know, my mom watched my wrestling match against Romero. She didn't like that. She won't like the wrestling. She won't like the boxing even more. She won't like the boxing even more.
Yeah, I think you should stay. You should listen to your chat on that one. You should definitely listen to your chat.
Yeah, we sticking to the grappling. That's it. Double legs and scramble eggs. That's all. So now that we kind of near the end of the episode, do you have any like big future goals? Like you've hit crazy milestones this year. You've continued to grow on every platform. Every time I see you live on Twitch or TikTok, for example, you always have more viewers than the last time I saw you, and you're just continuing to grow. You're everywhere. What's next for you? Like what kind of long-term goals do you have, and maybe small-term goals that you want to hit by the end of this year?
I would say some small term goals. It would be for I would just say a list for Instagram. I would definitely want to hit like 100K. So by the end of this year, I would definitely love to try to hit 100K. By with Twitch and my other platforms and gaming, I would definitely love to get like more bigger per se, but I would want to focus more on like IRL and into next year. So it's like I'm just basically set with IRL content because as much as I love gaming, I would love to like interact with my audience in a more like, real life manner. So like I want them to see me behind, gaming and stuff like that. I would always stream, I would always play games and stuff like that, but they know me as a gamer for almost a year now. So it's like if I switch off and do IRL, then it's like that would be a big step, and it would just be like, oh, I can interact with some of y'all now. I can travel here, because they've been wanting me to travel to the UK for so long, but I'm not going there by myself.
Nah, bro, you can't. I say this all the time. I don't trust you, UK motherfuckers, because y'all only got knives over there, so y'all gotta be slick with it. Y'all gotta be real slick with it to stab somebody. I've seen machetes over there. I've seen samurais, so I'm good. I gotta be with a squad. Same with like same with like Philadelphia, because I'm a Cowboys fan. If I ever go in Philly, I gotta be with a squad, and that's exactly how I feel about the UK.
Yeah, like they've been wanting me to travel and go here or here. I'm like, you guys are paying for security? I'm not doing that myself. I'm not going by myself out there. I would definitely need security, and I would definitely need to be like around like good people. So it's like I'm glad that I got people from like all over like the country and the state and stuff like noticing me, and it's international. But I love that, but they have to give me time to like try to like push out and more content, especially like IRL, so they can see me.
So, what do you think? Maybe just give us a little hint. What do you think your first IRL like content's gonna be?
I would mainly because I've been already posting like IRL, but I only got 3 videos, so I would want a big like I have a big video in mind, a big video in store,
Mm-hmm.
and the only hint that I would really say is it's something they would want. They've been wanting this for a long time. People have been
Okay.
wanting this for a long time, and I would. Let's just say this. How can I put it without saying too much? I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to say too much. Okay, UFC fighter. I would want to. It's a UFC fighter I have in mind,
Okay.
and that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. That's fucking awesome. That's all you did have to say. That's fucking awesome. Well, shit, Roy. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. It was a fucking pleasure. We had a great conversation. Bunch of laughs. Do you want to tell everybody where to find you?
They know. I mean, if you don't know where to find me by now, then it's like, yo, you're living under a rock. Royszn on almost every platform. Uh, if you still can't find me, you're living under a rock. I don't know if you're Patrick or something, but goddamn, open up your eyes in the most humble way possible. Literally every platform. But other than that, yo, Swaggy, it was an honor for you to have me on here. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And shit, you're living under a rock if you're not subscribing to the Swagcast channel. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday. Peace!